let's go ahead and take a quick break, and then we'll come back and do some clips, okay?
Okay, so how much time in clips do we have? I'm in debates of whether it's a good time for me to throw things in the laundry machine.
Probably 20 minutes, maybe.
Okay, then I'm going to go throw things in the laundry machine because we'll be done before it will.
Okay, so we're back. So, fun stuff now. The election, 2024, coming up. And Trump was really trying to court the black vote. That was his thing, the black vote. And there was I guess there was one poll in Reuters that had him winning the majority of the black vote, which turned out to be bogus. But in fact, Kamala's actually got most of it. I just wanted to cover this article real quick. Here's Newsweek. Kamala Harris erases Donald Trump's gains with black voters in the new poll. So, hang on. So, new poll reveals that Kamala Harris has similar support from black voters as Joe Biden did in 2020, contradicting previous claims that she was losing their support to Donald Trump. So that was all BS. The poll was conducted by YouGov for CBS News between October 8th and 11th. Found that 87% of black likely voters would vote for Harris and 12% would vote for Trump, which seems about right. you wouldn't think. But they still got to permeate the myth that they're courting the black voters. That Trump he's in with the black people. He's a brother kind of thing. It's really bad. So this is the Majority Report, and this is Emma Vigilant, and she's got who did she get? Francesca Fiorentini's on with her, and they're going over this. Hang on, I got a little freeze there. They're going over this, and they're kind of laughing because they're going to watch a clip from Fox and Friends, and we're going to cover it because it's really funny.
This is easy. Making fun of Brian Kilmeade. I mean, it's good for you.
He's kind of an intellectual.
Yeah. Here he is, the professorial Brian Kilmeade, talking about black voters, black men. Why do they like Trump? He says. There's not a ton of data to back this up, but here he goes. This is his political analysis.
I thought Eddie Griffin said something interesting, and this story is on FoxNews.com. He's relatively an X-rated black, but very black comedian. He's very funny.
Black.
Watch your language here. I know, please. It says the black community. He goes. He offered a humorous argument that Trump has certain credentials the black community likes. He's got 3 baby mamas, 43 felony cases and counting.
Oh boy.
He's selling high-top tennis shoes like Michael Jordan, and he got shot like Tupac. He goes, I'm voting for him. He goes,
look at the black guy on the left. Look how fucking uncomfortable he is.
Well, okay, look at that. I mean, there's that other guy looks really uncomfortable too.
Yeah,
the one
Steve,
not reading one with the red tie. He also looks. He looks uncomfortable.
Yeah, and I think she's dating like Sean Hannity or something. But oh my god, dude, black people like Trump because he's got 3 baby mamas and he's a felon and he sells high top sneakers and any other racist tropes. He eats fried chicken and watermelon, and he's late to everything.
Oh boy.
You know, it's one thing when I make, because I'm part Japanese, it's one thing if I make a joke about, not all Asian people are good at math and bad drivers. Except for the fact that I'm good at math and I have a really shitty driving record. So it's one thing when I make that joke. Because I also know it's not true of other people. That's true of me, but that's not true of other people.
Right.
Right. Not all Asians are good at math. It's about the same as every other group. But that just cracks me up. But they actually think that the racist tropes are real. And he's laughing about it, like, oh yeah, see, this is why they like Trump, because they're all criminals with multiple baby mamas and they all wear sneakers. Oh boy, watch this. This gets really good. Look how uncomfortable this is.
He goes, I'm going to try. He goes, I wouldn't be surprised if he dropped an album next.
I mean, I don't think the coach, I think he's clearly making a joke. I don't think the community cares much about that. But I do think when they continue, the Democrats have to be very careful. And if you
so here's the deal. So while we look at her and look at Kilmeade here on the right, Look how uncomfortable they got as soon as he corrected him. I think that was a joke. I don't think he was being sincere when Eddie Griffin said that. That was what he was quoted what the comedian said. The comedian was joking. And then they got all uncomfortable. Watch, we'll go back a few seconds because watch, they shift pretty quick when he chimes in and goes, "I think that was a joke." Watch them on the right. Oh, go ahead.
I don't understand why they would decide to bring this up.
Because they're racist and they don't see it, and that's their audience, and they know it. And
They didn't know that it was meant to be a little flip, or you know what I mean?
No, he thought it was a political observation from a comedian. Not that the comedian was making a racist joke.
Okay.
The comedian Eddie Griffin is making that joke to say that's what white people think. He's actually making a racist joke about black people, but he's basically saying white people are so racist that's what they think. That's the joke. I hate that I have to explain that joke to stupid people, but that's what the joke is the white people are racist. That's the joke.
Wow.
And what did he do? He quoted it like it was a real thing, racistly, basically proving the joke. And he doesn't get that, which is why it's so funny. And now watch, as soon as this guy, the black guy, corrects him and says, "You do realize that was a joke," watch how uncomfortable Brian Kilmeade and the woman, the two on the far right, get. So look, right now the two guys on the left are uncomfortable. Watch how quickly that shifts and the two on the right become really uncomfortable.
Next.
I mean, I don't think the coach, I think he's clearly making a joke. I don't think the community cares much about that. But I do think when they continue, the Democrats have to be very
See that look down and everything? They got really uncomfortable.
careful. And if you notice, there was a huge...
who seemed uncomfortable while he was.
Yeah, as soon as the guy says it's a joke, he's like, "Oh, shit." And the woman got like really tense. Let's watch some more of this because they'll jump in. It's funny.
surge of saying felon, 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 felon. Well, I thought the Democratic Party was for felons being able to vote and for a second chance. And I think there's this double speak with the Democratic Party that's going to hurt them. We don't care about the shoes and all that type of stuff. We care about the money.
Do you know how many felons there are in this country out and about? 30 million.
Okay. The idea that Kilmeade had the gall to read that with a
Lawrence,
black guy next to him on the set.
Lawrence, you'll get a kick out of this. I printed out an article from Fox.com.
Does this resonate with you?
Eddie Griffin, you know that guy, Lawrence? You friends with him?
That was a bad point, though, by Lawrence. What's his last name?
Lawrence Jones.
Yeah. By Lawrence Jones, in the sense, I mean, he's making it about it's a right-wing framing, but the Democrats shouldn't emphasize some of that felon stuff because it's, I mean. And I don't think they've been saying felon, actually. I think Harris has been more saying that, you know, he's going to be appearing in a courtroom and things like that. Because it is true that we have overly incarcerated, we're the top jailer in the world.
So she moved on to that point. But that's the thing. I don't have a problem saying he's a felon. He's a felon. He's a rapist. He's a felon. He's a fraudster. He's an idiot. He's a total loser.